On December 7th, 1941, everything changed in a single morning. You know, the attack on Pearl Harbor didn't just take lives, it shattered America's sense of safety. It tested our resilience, and it exposed how fragile communications really was. But there's a forgotten part of this story, a part no one talks about, and it involves amateur radio operators. Here's the truth. When the attacks happened, hams across the country were listening. Teenagers, hobbyists, tinkerers, people who built radios on the bedroom desk and in the basement workshops. They heard the chaos unfolding across the Pacific. But within hours of the attack, before the smoke had even cleared the harbor, the United States government ordered all amateur radio operators off the air completely, immediately, nationwide. Every ham station was shut down, transmitters silenced, licenses effectively frozen. Operating became illegal. For the first time in American history, the entire amateur radio service went dark. But this is where the story becomes incredible. Because the government didn't silence hams because they didn't trust them, they silenced them because they were too valuable. They didn't want enemy agents hiding behind amateur signals. They didn't want interference. They wanted the bands clean. But what they did want, what they desperately needed, was ham radio operators themselves. Because in 1941, the military was missing something critical: trained radio operators. They needed people who could send and receive Morse code, build and repair equipment, operate under pressure, troubleshoot in the field, understand propagation, decode, encode, and maintain discipline on the air. Where do you find people like that? You don't create them overnight. You recruit them from the amateur radio community. And so thousands of hams, many just kids, put down their microphone and picked up a uniform. They became Navy radio men, Army Signal Corps specialists, code instructors, radar operators, cryptographic support, battlefield communicators, electronic warfare pioneers. They didn't fight with rifles. They fought with signals, circuits, antennas, and skill. Their hobby, their curiosity, their basement-built rigs suddenly became essential to war effort. Ham radio didn't operate during Pearl Harbor, but ham radio operators did. And that's the story America tends to forget. A story about everyday Americans, kids, dads, engineers, dreamers, who stepped out of their shacks and into history. They weren't on the air, but they were on the front lines. And most important, they were on the front lines of the most important communications battle the world had ever seen. So today, when we remember Pearl Harbor, remember this too. A ham operator isn't just someone with a license. A ham is a problem solver, a communicator, a builder, a thinker, and a patriot. And when their country needed them the most, they didn't hesitate. I'm Josh, AA4WX. Live, learn, transmit. And may we never forget December 7th, 1941. Guys, jump down in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and give the video a good thumbs up. All that helps the YouTube algorithm promote this video. Let's remember all of our brave folks that were involved in Pearl Harbor Day. What a terrible event. I know I'm not old enough to have experienced it, but I did experience 9/11, so I can imagine similar sentiments. See you in the next one, guys. 73 AA4WX WSCB 693.